Happy Friday, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on Northern Life. I am Madison Green.
Yeah, and I'm Sydney Whitty. Ryan is up in the Boundary Waters right now, enjoying his time off. And later in the show, I think we're going to have an update on Hunter McCullough's whereabouts. But today's show is going to be full of a whole bunch of fun. We're talking about a small, common family pet that you may have gotten one from the carnival once before, but it's causing some problems down in one Minnesota lake. Some fishy business, if you will.
I will, thank you. And we're getting slightly into the holiday spirit and chat with Nathan Bentley and see how he needs the community's help starting tomorrow already. But first things first, who doesn't love a contest, and a naming contest at that?
Yeah, I know. I think this is pretty fun. So Spirit Mountain needs your help at home naming a new piece of equipment, and there's no better way to do that than a contest.
The recreation area recently installed a brand new 4-person chairlift. But one thing they need is a name for the new lift. You can vote on a number of name options, all inspired by Duluth's logging, mining, and maritime history. Those who participate in the voting process could be selected to win a free 2025-26 season pass. The contest goes from now until September 30th, and the winner will be announced on October 1st. You can find a link to vote on our website, northernnewsnow.com. Now, if I were to name a chairlift, thank you, what would it be? I think I would go with the
Highly anticipated answer. Mine's going to be Cloud because it goes up in the sky.
Just Cloud?
Yeah, Cloud the chairlift.
Oh, I guess that's kind of cute.
Thank you.
I did go with Stairway to Heaven. Sydney didn't like that answer.
It was great. It was good enough.
Yeah. Oh, aerial chairlift.
Aerial chairlift.
Yes,
that's a good one.
That is a really good one. Wow.
Now, something else you might be naming are some goldfishes that you've had before in your life. It's a popular family pet, but in one Minnesota lake, they've become quite a big problem. Crews have pulled thousands of them from Lake Cornelia in Edina.
Jeff Wagner shows us how the fish are now feeding more than just the ecosystem.
What started in a fishbowl is ending up in our lakes, especially in Edina's Lake Cornelia, where thousands of goldfish are being discovered and removed by groups like 9 Mile Creek Watershed District.
They were seen to be very abundant fish species in the lake, more abundant than any other native species that was in the lake, and that was really a problem.
Goldfish aren't just out of place, they stir up the bottom of the lake, releasing phosphorus that fuels algae blooms and clouds the water. Once caught, they had one destination.
Unfortunately, their only option was to landfill them. And so we kind of got in contact and made this partnership permissible from the DNR through our permits.
Now, instead of being tossed out, the invasive fish are on the menu for bears, otters, and sea lions at the Minnesota Zoo.
Black bears in the wild will have a certain amount of their diet made up of fish. So the fact that we're getting these fish in through the DNR in a way that hits our messaging needs, that promotes the things that we want to promote from a conservation standpoint, while also feeding our animals. It's just a win-win all the way around.
With the new items on the menu, these furry friends are fish out of water.
When animals are used to eating the frozen fish we get from our other sources, and then they're faced with these goldfish that look very different, smell very different, it could take some time to acclimate.
So the Watershed District says the partnership with the Minnesota Zoo is the first of its kind in the state.
Yeah, and they'll actually elevate how it worked and if it could expand to other zoos or wildlife centers in the future. And since we're talking about the future, some people at a car dealership on the Iron Range are hoping to help those who are hungry and want to change their future for them. So Lung Green Motors in Eveleth launched their Fill a Ford food drive. It's part of a challenge with Ford dealerships around the world to conduct the world's largest dealer food drive. So from now until September 25th, you can drop off food donations. The Quad City Food Shelf in Mountain Iron is also in need of paper towels, cleaning supplies, and hygiene products. All donations will stay local to help those out on the range.
Now, something that is familiar to the Iron Range and the Northland is Bob Dylan, of course, and he's actually going to be back in Minnesota.
Yeah, he's going to be here this weekend because he's performing down in the city. So Bob Dylan will perform at the annual Farm Aid Festival this Saturday. He'll be among a number of stars at the music festival, including Willie Nelson, Neil Young, John, and Dave Matthews. The list just goes on. So he's going to be there September 20th, tomorrow, in the Huntington Bank Stadium It'll be pretty memorable. Now I actually just saw the Bob Dylan movie that recently came out, and it was phenomenal. So I can only imagine what it's like to see him perform. But if you can't get down to the cities this weekend, you could head over to the movie theater here in town.
Yeah, so there is a lot happening. Hollywood is releasing a lot, and really we do mean a lot of movies this weekend, with more than 24 new and classic films arriving in theaters. Rick Damigella has a preview of some of those big releases on the big screen.
Houston, we have a problem.
And the problem is so many movies all in one weekend. Hollywood is rolling out more than 24 new and classic movies, with the 30th anniversary re-release of Apollo 13 in IMAX being among them.
Your accent, is it real?
You think I'd fake an accent?
The most beautiful places make you feel the most alone.
That's a pretty good me, actually. I'm flattered.
New movies bowing on the big screen this weekend include the romantic drama A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey.
In this game, violence is rewarded.
The football horror yarn Him.
He's like a 59-year-old Rudy.
The football drama The Senior.
You ever been involved in any real-life violence? He's gonna get me killed.
The action comedy London Calling.
There was a huge crater where I found it.
I think maybe he's base.
And the sci-fi adventure Xeno.
Look, it's Howl's Castle!
Where?
Howl?
Also heading to theaters this weekend is a 5-day limited re-release of the anime classic Howl's Moving Castle as part of Studio Ghibli Fest 2025. Sitting through triple features in Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
And if that is not enough movies for you on Monday's morning show, we will, of course, break down the biggest box office numbers with our Matt Rasmussen. Well, welcome back. And we may just be closing out September here, but is it too early to start talking about Christmas, Sydney?
I don't know. It kind of depends what exactly we're talking about.
What if we're talking about Bentleyville?
I think you've piqued my interest.
There we go.
It was so fun when I went last year. So this enormous holiday light display obviously takes about 2 months to set up, and it takes a lot of people to do it. So we got to chat with the founder of this must-see event earlier today. So let's take a look. Joining us this afternoon is Nathan Bentley. Thank you so much for coming on Northern Live. We're so excited for what's happening tomorrow.
Well, thanks for the invitation. Appreciate it.
Of course. And if people know, Bentley might sound a little familiar with an attraction here in the Northland.
This time of the year, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you don't know, Nathan Bentley is the founder of Bentleyville, one of the best sights to see all year round here. So can you just give people, maybe they're new to the area, what is it?
Well, Bentleyville is the largest free Christmas walkthrough in the United States.
Yeah.
We have over 6 million lights spread over 21 acres. It's completely free. We have free coffee, cookies, hot chocolate, marshmallows, popcorn, as much as you want.
Wow.
Children 10 and under receive a brand new winter hat when they visit Santa Claus and a bag of cookies. We've got costume characters, Mrs. Claus, strolling through a magical, whimsical light show.
Wow.
All free.
Yeah. Sounds beautiful. And I went last year and it was spectacular, but you said this year you guys even have more things. You guys are pumping and bringing in more fun.
We are, because every year we not only just change up the whole design of everything, but we usually invest about $250,000 into brand new light displays, picture opportunities, because we know the women love to go down there and do their photo shops.
Photo ops. Absolutely.
So we've got lots of new photo ops for you down there. We've got a brand new gift shop down there, a larger gift shop.
Oh, wow.
We've got a brand new popcorn building for our volunteers down there. Lots and lots of brand new displays, so as they're strolling through the lights, they're going to have lots of new places to take pictures.
Right, so you mentioned volunteers. Now some people might be thinking it's a little too early to talk about Christmas. Not quite. When it comes to Bentleyville, tomorrow is a big start.
It's our first day of our big public setup. We will work for the next 8 weeks, every single Saturday and Sunday, rain or shine.
Wow.
Doesn't matter what the weather is, from 8:30 to 4 o'clock, and we invite the public to come down and help us put up lights, string rope lighting, put lights on barricades, put lights on the tunnels, so when you're strolling through there, you can brag and say, I put all these lights up on this tunnel.
Yeah, I mean, that's a huge, huge feat there.
If you're not able to maybe do those type of things, we need people literally to sit and roll up lights so that our people that go up in the lifts and put the lights in the trees, the balls of lights are ready to go. We need people that paint, people that restock our store. We have jobs for everybody.
And those people that are going to come out and volunteer, they should come prepared with what what they're wearing, right?
They are. The weather can always change down there at Bayfront, always. So it's always a good thing to be a little prepared of what you've got in your car. But we work rain or shine down there. So, and then one of our local favorite restaurants feeds everybody at noon. So we're going to take care of you when you get there in the morning with donuts and coffee and pop and water. And then a wonderful restaurant will feed everybody. So you can spend the day with us and make new friends.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Right?
And then we have these here, which are some chocolates this year. Can you explain a little bit about these bad boys we got here?
Well, for the last 12 years, we've had our Golden Ticket Candy Bar sale. It's our largest fundraiser. And they're located in over 80 Circle K stores, formerly the Holiday gas stations. And people are looking for one of the 10 golden tickets. And if you find one of those 10 golden tickets, there's a 2-night stay at the Edgewater Park. You take the train to Bentleyville. You get to go inside the 128-foot tree. If you have little ones in your life, you go to the front of the line of Santa Claus. We give you a behind-the-scenes tour. We send you over to Grandma's Restaurant for dinner.
Oh my goodness.
And then one of those 10 golden ticket winners is also going to win a 2025 Polaris four-wheeler. But even if you don't find one of those 10 golden tickets, we have thousands of other prizes where people can win gas cards, they can win gift cards, they can win hats, puzzles, all sorts of prizes.
Yeah, sounds like Christmas.
So it's our biggest fundraiser, so if you can't get out and volunteer, please support us by going and buying a candy bar. And the sale starts on Saturday in all the Circle K stores, or if you still have holidays around you, that's where they're at.
Well, that sounds absolutely amazing, and it's time to fully dive into Bentleyville season here.
Yeah, it's that time of the year.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on Northern Life, Nathan.
Thank you guys so much.
Of course.
Like I said, last year it was so much fun when I went, and it was so nice to talk to him when he was here.
Yeah, I didn't get to go last year, but I did go 2 years ago twice. So I guess I kind of evened out once a year, right?
Yeah, I think it balances out pretty well.
I think so too. And there's a lot of new stuff that I want to check out this year, though.
Yeah, he said there's like going to be some moving lights when you're walking through tunnels. I think that'll be
get
super
distracted while walking.
No.
Yes.
And we still have those chocolates that he was talking about.
So
we chose to try the crunchy almond one here for you guys.
And he
we're
said
gonna give you a nice
there were so
perspective.
many people. They were there originally. There were so many people that requested them after they took them away. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Could you hear the like snap? Maybe. Ready? Cheers.
I don't think so.
Wait. I might be going to Circle K.
Yeah. Pick up a few of them. What would you do if you got a golden ticket?
What were the options? I would be very excited.
I don't know.
Hopefully I get the ATV. I know I don't seem like an off-roader, but I think
I'm calling you out for that one.
not really, but you know, it could change if I had a four-wheeler.
Right. Maybe the more time you spend up here.
But you know who might be a four-wheeler?
You'll have to
Hunter
find out.
McCullough. And we don't know if he's back in town, so we're going to tell you after this. Now it's the question we've all been waiting for here at Northern News Now and you at home. Is Hunter still stranded in South Dakota?
Did he get his truck fixed? Is he okay?
Is he in one piece? Well, I guess we would only know if we talked to Hunter McCullough. Who? Whoa!
Let's get back.
I know. Isn't that fun?
I'm very glad to be back.
Oh, I can imagine.
That was an ordeal. And it's nice to be back on this show, be back everywhere else. And, oh my gosh. So
we need the story.
You want the whole thing?
Yeah. The whole thing.
First off, this is my first time pulling a camper. It was my first time staying in a camper.
Oh, okay.
And it was my girlfriend's parents' camper.
Oh boy.
So the whole time I'm worried I'm going to break something, I'm going to ruin the water heater, I'm going to do something really bad, I'm going to get in an accident. I never did, thankfully.
Yes.
However, I did at some point in time during my way back, thankfully it was after the vacation, my rear differential, I don't even know, I'm going to pretend like I know what I'm talking about. My rear differential plug came off and the fluid all leaked out. It was all over the highway. Me and Kayla started smelling some burning and then we heard some grinding and apparently also that's not good for the vehicle.
You know, I wouldn't think so.
So we stopped in Mitchell, South Dakota, and that was our place that we lived for the next 3 days.
Wow.
And many thousands of dollars later, and it's fixed. It was a very expensive fix for this thing. And it's Mitchell, South Dakota. Just stayed there the whole time. We got everything diagnosed. Every day we were waiting to see if the truck was going to be done, waiting to see if it was going to be done. and it never was done for a while. So, but they worked on it pretty quickly.
Would you say you're very familiar with Mitchell, South Dakota now?
I think I know it inside and out, like the back of my hand, pretty much. And Corn Palace, which is cool to see the first time for about 30 minutes. 3 times, 3 days in a row. That's not ideal for the Corn Palace.
Did you guys have any good food in Mitchell, South Dakota?
Well, it's weird because there's like probably 8 restaurants.
Okay.
And 4 of them are McDonald's. There's like 4 McDonald's in Mitchell.
Oh my gosh.
And then the
Each
rest are, there's like Rude Tuesday. That was good.
Okay.
I've never had that before.
Okay.
And there was a couple other ones too. It was pretty darn good though. Honestly, it extended our vacation.
There you go.
And we were pretty positive throughout the whole thing.
Right.
And it was actually a lot of fun.
Now, what was the actual vacation? So when you were actually on vacation,
Yes.
you and Kayla, what were you guys up to?
Before the meltdown.
Yeah, thankfully no meltdowns during vacation.
Good.
We had we went out to the Black Hills in South Dakota. We went out to Mount Rushmore. We looked at all sorts of mountains and hills and things like that. The 1880s reenactment town, which is really cool. There was the Needles Highway that you got to drive through, like these big tunnels, big rocks. I'm gonna break stuff back here. But anyway, big rocks.
Just breaking everything.
I know.
Hunter.
I can't stop.
The truck,
breaking
the
things.
set.
What is happening? Anyway, Needles Highway, which is really cool, and then going through the Badlands was beautiful. Saw a buffalo, saw a caribou, saw bears,
awesome.
all sorts of stuff. So it was
Caribou.
It was yeah.
awesome.
Caribou, elk. Saw some elk.
did.
Yeah, it was really
Wow.
cool.
A
So-
moose?
No,
That is
no
my
live moose.
bucket
That's my
That's
bucket
unfortunate.
list.
Bucket
I guess the
moose.
caribou would be really up there too.
I'd say
I know I'm nowhere near it because my mind immediately went to the coffee. I was like,
I saw
I have
caribou.
nothing.
One of his meals.
Yes.
got to drink a coffee. Moose up here, I'd say I see one every 3 years on average.
Oh,
or
wow,
something.
okay.
So if you haven't been up here, I don't think either of you have been up here for 3 years yet. Right?
No.
That's the average.
She'll
That's
I
be
mean,
the-
hey, it's my time.
That's true. You got to get up in the woods though. You got to go out and drive around. I know. Yes, it's not as fun, but definitely, I'm very happy to be back.
Yeah.
Life is good, and I never thought I'd miss my job so much. I do love this job.
Yeah.
Nice to go on vacation,
Mark
but then
the day.
yeah, we're back. Life is good. So bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah, glad
Everything's
you're
normal.
back.
Thank you very much. Seriously. Thank you everybody also for the concern that everybody showed me on Facebook. Very, very nice.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to have you back. And after the break, we're going to tell you about some vacations me and Madison are taking. Now, before we go, we want to share where we're going on vacation soon. So next week, I'm going to Arizona for a long weekend for my friend's wedding. This is Connor and his fiance now. Oh my goodness. So I'm very excited to have their wedding to attend next Saturday. But first, I'm going to hang out with my dogs and go get some
So
Mexican food with my friends. And that's the Mexican food I'm going to go get next Thursday. Definitely what I am going to do. And of course, I'm going to hang out with my family. But Madison, you're going to be heading out of town after me.
Yes, so the very following week, I'm actually going to Notre Dame. That's where I graduated. It's where I went to school. And I will be going to a football game. I was just at one down in Miami, actually, for the season opener a few weeks ago. So these are the 2 pictures from it. We may have lost. That may have broken my heart. But hopefully this upcoming time, there is nothing like a Notre Dame football game atmosphere. So I'm very excited to do that.
Yeah, it sounds like it's right up your alley.
It very much so is.
I'm gonna have to. We're gonna have to arrange one time that I make my way to Notre Dame
Yes.
with Madison,
Oh my
and
goodness.
someone's just gonna have to fill in on the morning show.
Yeah, someone else can
Maybe
do it for us.
Hunter, maybe Ryan.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I think it's fair too.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Have a great rest of your Friday.
Find some time to throw a line, or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.